we have been watching a lot of Love Island.
A lot of Love Island is taking over our lives.
It's taken over, and this is the last week. Did you know that?
That I'm now gonna cry.
It's the last week, but don't fret, because what comes out today? Big Brother.
Yes.
That is the summer show, okay?
Let's go.
Why is summer TV so good?
It's so good.
Like, that's starting, The Real Housewives of OC is starting.
Everything. Like, this is why we do what we do.
This is why.
Like, this is it. Because from summer to fall, all of it is so good.
Why is summer so fun? Like, our summer has been reality TV, Kiki's, and karaoke. Like, that's been our summer.
That's an amazing summer.
Summer is fun.
You know, when you're living, you're living.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Summer, fun. Space, not fun. So, I'm excited about Big Brother tonight. I think Love Island and Sunday. Today is Thursday. I know.
So then, because we're getting to that finale, let's do a little recap.
Yeah, let's
do a little
talk
recap.
About, like, the later half of the season.
After Casa Amor.
So after Casa Amor, one of the big stories is in Casa Amor. Okay, last time, did we talk about the heart rate challenge? Because that was after Casa Amor.
I can't remember. That's another thing, folks. Love Island has taken over our lives.
And it's all a blur.
It's all a blur.
You know what? I don't care. So
we're talking about it again.
If we are, whatever.
Sorry, guys. Listen again.
One of the big stories after Casa Amor is Chelly and Ace.
Chelly and Ace. Yep.
So while in Casa Amor, Chelly gets close to Chris.
Right.
Chris is the 6'8" stallion basketball
Stallion.
professional. And so they go back, and of course she's not going to choose anyone else but Ace. She has to decide, like, who am I going to choose? Oh, I'm going to choose Ace. But Huda has gotten this connection with Chris too. And so Huda goes to Chelly and is like, hey, I'm feeling Chris, and I know you're feeling him, so I'm going to pick him. And it's a win-win because I can still explore him. You can still explore him.
Right.
And Chelly's like, perfect. That's a good idea.
Remember that.
Yep. And so they go back to Casa Amor, and Huda is partners with Chris. They choose each other, and now they're in a couple, and they're just getting closer and closer and closer. Right. And Chelly is getting madder and madder and madder about it.
And it makes zero
sense because they're saying, oh, you're not a girl's girl.
A girl's girl.
Tell them.
I'm going to tell you what's not a girl's girl. If she just went after Ace or Chris and didn't want to talk to her. And she has the right to do so, for one. Yeah. You're on this show. You guys aren't closed off. You can explore. But Huda did the right thing and let her know, I'm going to pick him. I kind of have some feelings for him, but I want to explore that.
Yep.
But if you're not feeling Ace, therefore, that's why it's a win-win for you as well. Because if it doesn't work out that way, they would have to cross that bridge if it ever came to that.
Right.
But at least she let her know what was going on.
Yes.
And didn't just blindside her because, of course, that would have been an uproar.
Huda's been nothing but honest to everyone this entire time.
She's first girl that always comes to every other women's back. When something bad happens, somebody's crying, Huda's there.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to hear she's not a girl's girl.
Yeah, it's wild. Right. And whenever an Islander comes out of the season, they're always like, oh, Huda was so nice.
Yeah.
So nice. They never say that about any of the other girls.
Right. Isn't that something? And especially, like, I know TJ and Zach, right? They came out and they had their own little, they went live and they said Huda is nice. TJ even said after coming in as a bombshell, you can see he thought she was going to be mean, scary because of her crash out with Jeremiah, which again, ladies and gentlemen, was not even bad.
Propaganda.
Let me tell you again, everything we've ever seen
was propaganda.
Way worse. But he came in, met her, got to know her, and that's maturity. Like that, he's a mature man.
Yeah. And
he was able to see that, like, Huda is good.
Yeah.
She's got a great heart, big heart. She thinks of others.
And I like that all of the Casa Amor guys were coming in as almost like a neutral third party, and they could see that all of the girls were bullying her.
Right.
And when they went back to the villa, everyone was bullying her.
Absolutely.
And the Casa Amor guys recognized that because they weren't there the Jeremiah era.
Right.
And they weren't poisoned by Ace's propaganda, but they could see, like, what it was. It was bullying.
Right. Absolutely. The worst bullying. I can't.
So now they're back in the villa, and Huda is in a couple with Chris, and Chelly is back with Ace. Okay. And Ace is, he's got his panties in a bunch. He's jealous because Chelly, she likes to have a roster, okay? In the villa, at least. I don't know where outside the villa, but she did this with Austin where she, like, couldn't make up her mind, which I was so confused with Austin. Like, you're not acting like you like Austin, but you're saying that you like Austin. And so, like, it felt like she was leading Austin on almost.
To just have another.
Yeah. And it's like,
Have her
okay,
cake
do
and
your
eat it too.
thing. Yeah. but like she wasn't even eating anything.
Right.
So I felt like she really wanted Chris and Ace to both go for her strong. Ace was doing his thing. He was going for it.
Right.
He was in his feelings because 6'8" Chris came in and Chelly was like, I'm interested in him, but Chris is in a couple with Huda, getting paired with Huda, isn't really paying Chelly no mind. Chelly's probably getting a little jealous because Chelly's like, hey, you're supposed to want me.
Right.
Ace is coming for me, but you're supposed to want me too. Like, what's going on? So they get to the heart rate challenge.
Ooh.
Yes.
Such a good challenge.
The heart rate challenge is where the couples have to basically dance, seduce, grind on all the other couples.
Yep.
And at the end, you see who got your heart rate up the highest. Like who out of someone who may not be your couple raised your heart rate the most. So you need to go in there and perform and do your big one.
It's a challenge.
It's a
That's
challenge.
what we're here for.
Just like everyone does in L Challenge. They go hard.
Yeah, it's a game. I can't.
It's a game. And you want to win.
Yeah.
And if we remember the Meg Thee Stallion episode, Huda got moves.
Huda got moves.
Huda put her moves on Ace.
Uh-huh.
And Chelly didn't like that.
Yep. Chelly thought she was the freakiest.
But Huda put some things on Ace, and Ace did nothing but enjoy it. That's all I got to say about that.
His heart rate went the highest for Huda.
Yes.
Yep.
And in the end, Chelly was teed off. She was like, you was doing too much. Like, I feel disrespected. Meanwhile, in the heart rate challenge, Chelly is doing her big one on Chris.
Yep.
Twice.
Splits in his face.
A split in his face and then macking on him. And then you're going up and down the line and you want to double back on Chris.
Right.
But Huda's doing too much in Ace. But what I don't like about that whole situation, all the girls, everyone was like, Huda, you did too much. You did too much. But no one said anything about Ace.
No one.
Because Ace was in the driver's seat too, okay?
Yep.
He was up front.
We saw Jeremiah get a pass that whole time, and now you're seeing it with Ace again.
Yes.
They're painting the female to be the problem. And I don't understand, because she did her thing. If I can't do the thing she did, I'm going to still stand up and clap for her because she went for it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be jealous and a hater of her. But
so,
every other female felt that way.
it's giving jealousy. It's
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, it's what it is. And
Yeah.
Chelly was one of my favorites at the beginning.
And time out. Wasn't when Chelly was on her first rodeo before the double back, and she did the splits while he's on the couch, wasn't Huda right next? Right there?
Yeah, and she was like, go, Jim.
Thank you.
Go, Jim."
Girl's girl.
Yeah.
And still, we're
Yeah.
going to get mad at Huda.
And we're
Like,
gonna-
she knew it was a challenge, and this is the guy I'm coupled up with. This is the only person in this villa that I've grown some feelings for.
Yeah.
And I'm going to still let you do the challenge, and I'm going to still cheer you on.
She can't do anything right.
I can't take it.
It's like crazy. She
Like,
cannot
it's
do anything
wild.
right. So then she's like, oh my God, I upset Chelly. And she's worried, of course, because she's like, I love Chelly. I don't want to be
Right.
mad with her. Huda's crying for 2 days over this because Chelly is icing her out.
Icing.
And the girls are icing her out.
Yep.
He feels left out.
It's legit Mean Girls.
It's legit Mean Girls. And Chris is over here trying to console her and he sees what's happening.
Right.
And like, she did nothing wrong but do the challenge. And she tried to talk to Chelly. Chelly's like, I don't want to talk. And then they get to the mailbox challenge.
Mailbox.
The mailbox
Stand
challenge.
on business.
It's stand on business where you write things to other islanders and then they can be anonymous and you put them in the mailbox and it's basically you're just calling them out for stuff.
Right.
And Huda got basically from Olandria that why are you saying that you're a girl's girl and you basically forgot that you brought Chris to the villa for Chelly and now you and Chris are getting close and like you're supposed to be a girl's girl. And then Huda's like,
No.
or no. Olandria was like, you were kissing Chris. Why don't you tell the class that you kissed Chris? And she was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, Huda and Chris kissed in Soul Ties, and that was a secret that Huda told Olandria, and Olandria told
Put her on blast.
because
That's not a girl's girl, by the way.
that's not a girl's girl. And it was just, like, so flabbergasting, and it's like, she's like, I like him. He's my couple.
Right.
Why
and,
can't I kiss him?
And Huda expressed that. It wasn't, hey, Chelly, I'm bringing Chris in because you told me you liked him. No, she's told you that she's going to explore that, but it's a win-win for us both because I'll explore him, and then if you still feel that door's open, we can fight for him.
Yeah.
Respectfully, we're here for a game.
And hot take, I think Chelly just heard what she wanted to hear.
Oh, 100%.
When Huda was telling her, I like him, he likes, you like him, we
Right.
can explore us both, it's a win-win. Chelly heard, awesome, so I can have him and Ace, and I
Yep.
can have both guys.
She wanted, and this circles back to your Austin point with her. I feel like Chelly just always wanted someone in that back seat to be that person that, like, if that original first couple doesn't work, if it doesn't work with Ace, I've got a plan B.
Yeah.
I want to stay in this game. I want to win. So now I have that person.
Yeah.
And then I have that one. And that's just what she did.
That's what she did.
Because that's 3 people right there. That's crazy to me. But yet everybody I can't. The hate for Huda is too much.
It's too much, and it's not right.
It's not right.
It's not. And I think at that point, Huda or Chris was just like, I'm not even attracted to you anymore. Like,
right. He's right. And he saw it. And that's why I really love Chris, that he can see through all the BS. He watched it before they got there, right? So he could see everything, and he still made his judgments based off of what he wasn't there for.
Yeah.
And he was still for Huda.
It's because Huda's being nice. She's really nice to everyone.
She's very nice.
The first one, whenever a bombshell comes, she's the first one to say, damn, girl, you look good.
Right. Absolutely.
All the other girls are like...
Right. At some points, I feel like she's just misunderstood.
Yeah.
You know?
She is.
I would love to have Huda here. That would be amazing.
Huda's amazing. You know, one day we're going to get to a point where we're going to interview them.
I literally... Huda is where I would just run to.
Yes.
That's what I wanted.
So we did the mailbox challenge, and they thought they were standing on business.
Right.
They thought they ate. They didn't.
They did not.
They did not. And in the end, it was bullying. And I think that moment made Huda and Chris a little bit closer.
Right. I do. I think it did.
Closer.
After the stand on business challenge, it would have been the next episode with the babies.
Yeah.
When everybody got the babies, okay, which was a hilarious episode.
That was like the funniest episode.
It was very funny. Those couple people that I'm not in favor for, they're pretty hilarious in that.
Ace
episode.
was funny in that episode.
I will say
it was
absolutely.
So
there
funny
is one. Thank you. Yes, Ace was hilarious. I even found Taylor a little funny, but let's speak on the one bit of drama that happened.
Yes.
Okay. So you've got a moment. Everybody gets a baby doll, right? Or 2.
Yeah.
I don't know how they chose that. Why did some get twins? That was kind of interesting. But each couple gets babies and they have to take care of them. Okay. We kind of did it in high school, right? A little bit. The women go upstairs to have a brunch, right? It's their time to relax. The fathers are going to take care of the kids, basically. God forbid they just sat there and took care of the kids, right? They couldn't, right? They had to do a relay race and run around this villa, taking care of these kids, changing them, doing all of these different things, right? And then the women finally realize they're able to look down. What are they doing? And then they realize they're racing. So now they're watching, they're looking. Huda, being the only parent in the entire villa, knows pretty much exactly how to treat a child or a baby for that matter, right? So Chris is doing his thing. I don't think he's doing anything wrong.
No.
It's a baby doll. I'm pretty positive. Had it been a real baby, not a single one of those men would be doing this.
And I was telling Huda, I'm like, Huda, it's just a game. It's just a game.
Just a game.
I think her competitive spirit took over.
100%.
And some people just take things a little bit too seriously.
Yeah.
Like, that's their personality, and that's okay.
Right.
And you could be extra. I can be extra. That's okay. Again, it's no reason to bully someone.
Right.
Where she was like, oh, you're... And she could have been joking, because there was a lot of joking about like, hey, don't do that to our kids.
And I think the clothing factor of the outfit, that was a joke. I caught that right away. When she didn't want Chris, I think the first thing that he was going to put on the baby, she didn't like that outfit. Yeah. And I think she said something along those lines. But that was an easy, we can figure out her personality. But it was the don't yank too hard or... But again, she just is competitive. Yeah, she's competitive. She actually knows how to change a child because she has one. I don't think what she said was wrong, but I liked them talking afterwards.
It was, and I like that he brought it to her like a man. Like, right. You know, I didn't like this. This is what you did. Right. And it's a difference. It's a huge difference because Jeremiah would not say anything.
Nope.
Huda, it would have to get to a point where Jeremiah
would... It would build up and build up. 100%.
And Huda would be like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Right.
And bring it to him. And he would just be like, da-da-da. And then every time she would say something, he would be like...
right.
Like laugh at her.
Yeah.
And Chris is so patient and so understanding. I really like them together.
I love them. I think they're great. You can see how the like trauma that she's been through gets her to where I think she's grown so much in this show as well in the time that they've been there, you know?
So Huda starts to show her serious like personality. Her and Chris are bumping heads a little bit. Like she's being, he said, a little bit defensive and combative because I think it's just her personality. Again, like, I can be like that too. Like, she's speaking her mind because she feels comfortable.
Right.
Now she feels safe. She feels like she can be herself around you, and that should be okay.
That should be okay. And she's explained before that like she's also used to being the dominant one.
Yeah.
So she's used to being able to express her feelings and do this, but it's the reciprocator that's always the difference.
Yeah.
In whether it's not going to be taken in.
But the thing is, I'm about to drop a gem. People are like snowflakes. everyone is different. There's no two people that have the exact same personality, that react the same way to every situation, that use the same tone inflection, that understand what everybody else is thinking and what you need at the moment. There's no two people like that.
Nope.
So when people are in a relationship, you have to communicate openly and with patience about how that other person is making you feel.
Right.
If they did something that you don't like, and you learn each other.
Absolutely.
So if she's talking a little bit out of her mouth and a little bit combative, that's okay. You just communicate her and say, when you do this, this is how I feel. And then she needs to be mature enough to be like, okay, I understand that part is not okay.
Right.
So I think that's what is needed, and that's okay.
And that's okay. Absolutely.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, Dr. Jaz and
Man, just dropping a little little line on us there. I feel like we're learning from a Maya Papaya. Opportunity.
Seriously.
I love her.
Later in this episode, they were doing baby parent yoga, and Chris was leading it. And Chris says, okay, class, everyone tell me about your experience and how it's been. And he went through everybody, and then he skipped Huda. And Huda, first of all, if Huda feels disrespected, she's not going to hide it.
No, and she shouldn't have to.
And she's that's her personality. Every time a fly comes into my house, it's like, you're committing suicide. So Huda is the type of person that if she feels slighted, she feels disrespected, her attitude immediately changes. Yep. She's like, all right, well, F me then. You skip me. And then
I love it because I'd have been the same.
I know.
Way.
And then, so she's like being a little bit snarky and short with him. And then they get up off the yoga mat and she asked him to take her yoga mat. She didn't like that he didn't do it himself.
Right.
And so
she took the child.
Yeah. So later on, he just kind of brought this to her, like, you were getting a little bit abrasive with me. I don't know exactly what he said. And she was like, yeah, I didn't like when you did this, this, and this. And he was like, I understand.
The communication, like you said.
Yeah.
You have to be able to communicate because we as people, you can only think the way that you feel, right?
Right.
Because you know that. It's how it makes you feel.
Exactly.
But if you're not willing to listen to somebody else and to think just outside of the box, think objectively of how they could feel. Right. And it could be different than you, and it could be okay.
Yes.
And you can still work through it.
Yep.
And that's what I love that they're doing. Unlike Jeremiah, there was none of that. And it was laughing at her. It was throwing a dig just because she had feelings other than his own.
Yeah.
It's okay to feel two different ways, like about it's totally okay. But you have to be able to talk about it.
And you have to have respect for the other.
Right.
If the other...
And he did not. I'm telling you, the second he learned about that child, all the respect, all the love, all of everything just went right out the window.
Just because he's a child.
Absolutely.
Like But then there starts to be real trouble in paradise because after this conversation, Chris asks Huda for a kiss, and Huda's like, right now in front of people, and she gets all squirmy and weird, and he's like, what the hell? And they don't kiss, and he's like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. And he didn't like that. And so that festers over the next day or so, and he tells the guys, like, she's doesn't want to kiss me, like, we've been having these, issues, conflict. Of course, the guys are like, ooh.
Of course, they've been eating it up.
Yeah, of course they're eating it up. And I feel bad because when he takes it to Huda, she wasn't really hearing him and he wasn't doing the best job in communicating and they didn't resolve it. And I really just wanted them to resolve it. But my theory is Huda doesn't want to do the PDA because she's traumatized.
Absolutely.
By doing PDA with Jeremiah and the whole villa telling
Even with Chris.
Even with Chris.
Yeah.
The whole villa, yes, that too. The whole villa saying you're moving too fast.
Yep.
Basically, the whole villa turned on her.
Every single thing that Huda has done, there's a reaction. And I feel like it's never a positive one. And she deserves a positive reaction. First of all, why is a reaction anyway when she's trying to find love and she's doing exactly what everyone else is doing?
She's like an abused child.
Right. So I totally understand because I wouldn't want to either. I'd be like, well, everything that I do, there's a problem. And there shouldn't be. I just want to live my life and be here just like everyone else is. Every fair game. Like, what is she hasn't done anything to anybody.
And this is after she just got demolished in that mailbox standing on the business challenge by Chelly and Alandria for not being a girl's girl. So she doesn't want to make out with Chris in front of everyone because she just wants to be good with the girls. Like, she is a girl's girl. She doesn't want to piss anybody off, and she's been traumatized, and the whole villa has been against her because she made the strong connection and was having PDA. Right. So now she doesn't want to, and like, that's valid. I think that's valid.
I think it is as well.
And his side is valid too. I just don't think he understands where she's coming from.
Right.
And I don't think she understands where he's coming from either. But I hope they make it through.
I hope she's able to communicate.
I love that he went to
pretty much everything that we just said. Yes. I'm glad he didn't go to any one of the bullies. One of them's gone, but I'm glad he didn't go to the other two.
Yeah, I'm glad too because that wouldn't have worked out.
No.
It would have been a game of telephone. A game
Absolutely.
Of like, yeah, I knew it. Y'all were moving too fast. Huda gotta go. Huda gotta go. Like,
right. And isn't Chris like one of his best friends in the villa? Isn't it Brian?
Yeah.
Right. So what did Brian have to say about anything, if anything? Because I can't remember.
I'm trying to think, because I feel like Chris did go to Brian about the kiss thing.
Because going to Nick, going to Ace, whoever was left at that time, Taylor, if he was still there, like any of the original cast, the OGs, I feel like it wouldn't have went well because they already have the blinders on for Huda. They don't care for her.
Yeah.
But these Casa guys, I feel like they are able to see, they watch the crash out and they're still mature to be able to look past that. You know, so
that bad.
I really hope that Brian was like there for him because I like Brian.
I do too. I like Brian. I hope he really likes Maya Papaya because she's our sweetheart.
Absolutely.
And she was so sweet when she was mediating. She is such a kind soul.
Absolutely.
I love her.
I love her. And I let people be their authentic self and love them for that. Just because they don't fit in your little box of how you think everyone should be. Like, I can't stand that.
Amaya is rich. She can be herself and not care what anyone thinks. Like, you're winning.
Yep.
Like,
absolutely
everyone
winning.
Would kill to be like that.
Yeah.
Like, all these people that are judging her, like, are you your true authentic self in all situations? Or are you worried about what other people are thinking? Because she's herself.
She's herself.
If she's not your cup of tea, then don't drink the tea.
Then don't drink that tea.
And good for her. I love that.
I love it.
I love that for her. So that's what's going on with Huda, and Amaya's finding love with Brian. They went to the hideaway.
If Huda or Amaya, that's who I want to win.
Yes.
That's just it.
I'm going to vote for Huda, but I would be I think Amaya is going to win. I think Amaya is going to win because I think Amaya
she's
has
really
more
trending
fans.
upward. Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone, I think all sides like Amaya now, which is great. I'm happy for her. If she wins, I'll be happy for her. I'm going to vote for Huda.
Same. I've been there. Real one, day one. Yeah. That's what we do.
We're day ones. Yep. We just like, there's no going back. After you're it's a loyalty thing. It's
absolutely.
Like, after you are set and you choose, and we don't miss when we choose.
We don't miss. She's done nothing to make us steer otherwise. Yeah. Like, she's done nothing wrong.
Yeah, she's just done nothing wrong. So I'm voting for Huda.
Same.
I don't care. I love Amaya. If she wins, I'll be so happy for her.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I just want one of them to win.
Absolutely.
And I'm happy.
That's pretty much all that I care about. I just want them.
That's all?
That's it.
What else is going on in the Huda? Or in the villa?
You see? We are stuck.
This is Huda's villa.
Well, obviously, the big mic drop is somebody getting kicked off. And we weren't ready for that, right? We had our 3 mean girls.
But before that happens, there was a recoupling. And Olandria
right.
coupled with Nick.
Yes.
What do you think about Olandria and Nick?
So when it first happened, when they both got kicked out, I was here for it. I was absolutely here for it because if Taylor's not going to look Olandria's way, I loved Olandria at that moment in time.
I thought she was great.
Thanks, guys. I loved her. And then I indifferent about Nick. Thought he was funny, but I wasn't a fan of some of the things that he had to say, you know. Yeah. But them together, I'm like, why not? Yeah. You know, if you start out as friends, sometimes those are the best relationships when you start out as friends. But then it clearly, you know, didn't work. Fine. If he was looking at Sierra and felt that connection, go for it. Olandria still was kind of up in the air. Didn't really know. I don't think that there's real true feelings there.
Between Nick and Olandria?
Between Nick and Olandria.
It's so hard.
Because they legit have like a rapport. You can see the chemistry.
They're friends.
Right.
He's really acting like he really does like her.
Right.
But before they tried it and they both said it was awkward. So now it's like on one end, I think, okay, they're just playing it up so that they can stay in the game and potentially win. But then Nick's really acting like he's jonesing for her. Right. She is not acting interested.
No.
And I understand why she chose him because they're 2 OGs, they're friends. Of course, you're going to save your friend, especially when neither of you have another connection. Why wouldn't you choose?
And at this point, you're getting so far to the end. Yeah. It's a game. Yeah. You're there to win.
And you have to like play up your relationship.
Right.
And I also, side note with that, and this is like my first season watching Love Island. So to me, when we watch the game shows, we're getting down to the end. You're there to win. You're not there to find a connection.
Right. That already happened, I feel. You know what I mean? Like, you're not here trying to do that. There's no one else coming in. Like, you've already figured out, do I really have a love connection or not? Yeah. But either way, I'm here to win now because I'm still here in the game.
And if you have a real connection, catch me outside. Like, you guys are going to see each other in a few days.
And we're both about to win like a bag. Like, let's go get it.
So I hope that that's not where Brian's mind is at. Like, I hope Brian's not playing it up to be like, oh, we're going to be America's couple. Amaya, America loves her. I'm going to act like I'm so in love with her just so I can win. I hope he's not doing that. Right. Because at the end of the day, it's a game. Right. But I think Olandria and potentially Nick may be doing that because at first I'm like, okay, Nick, you keep saying before Sierra left that you're interested in Olandria. You keep saying, but you never went for it. So to me, it's like, is this like a fetishization? Like, are you fetishizing her? Like, is it just like because she's like so untouchable? Like, you think she's amazing, but you can't actually imagine yourself with her because why aren't you shooting your shot? Right. And So I don't know, but like all the Nicolandria edits on TikTok, I love them.
Yeah. I will say TikTok be doing its thing.
Yeah, those edits make it look like
Yeah.
damn, he is really into her.
And he could be.
And he definitely could
but
be.
I'm not understanding. Like I get when Sierra was there, but what Taylor's no longer, your boy's not in the conversation anymore because he has moved on to Clark, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, Olandria should be open game.
Yeah.
So if you were truly feeling that connection, I'm not getting why he wouldn't have went for it if it was that strong.
And why? And you need to press her. Like,
Right.
obviously, she needs it spelled out for her because she wasn't getting all the hints that Taylor was dropping.
Didn't get a single one.
Needs it spelled out. Like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm really into you. Let's do this.
Yep.
I want you.
Yep.
That's what she needs because she's like, oh, Nikki Poo.
Yep.
I don't think she's getting it.
She's not getting it.
If you're throwing it down, she is
Right.
not picking it up.
And there's, like we've always said, communication is key. If Nick Olandria, you guys are talking, but if I don't know if they're able to, because you know the cameras, if they're able to talk to one another and say, let's just go ahead and win this game.
Yeah.
That's where when you bring up Brian and Amaya Papaya, if she has such a big heart, she's gonna fall for someone. That's what she's there for.
Yeah.
She wants to win, but like she wants to find love. You know what I mean? She wants to be able to share that. So if she's gonna fall for Brian, that's heartbreaking if he's just gonna play the game but not tell her. You know, it's one thing if you just communicate to her while you guys are lying in bed, whenever. You know, I'm just not feeling this connection, but like we're here at this point in the game.
Yeah.
Let's go and win that money.
And the story on paper is great, like a friends to lover story.
100%.
You guys kept getting put back together, and it was
Right.
meant to be, and,
Absolutely.
like, of course, right off into the sunset.
Right.
I mean, people would eat that up. They
Right.
have a whole following who are going to vote for them because of that.
And you win. Like, there's two ways to win on this game show: the money, and if you were to find love. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, you're there for the money. That's literally the point of the show. But like, if you're able to find love, you can still come out a winner.
Yeah.
So at this point in the game, whoever's left, you can either or. It's on the table.
I still want Nicolandria and Huda and
Amaya Papaya.
Amaya to be the top three.
100.
Those are my top.
Let's go. Everybody else, goodbye.
I'm not.
What are we
feeling Ace
doing?
and Chelly. I'm not feeling Iris
No.
and Pepe.
Yeah, Pep. I'm not. Pepe's fine. Okay,
Yes.
Where did he come from? Because he's
know,
fine.
where did he come
like
from?
out of nowhere? But how are you gonna be so hung? I'm not understanding that.
Iris, the switch
You're
up?
so You were so hung
she's
up
in
about it,
love.
and you're like, I'm basically in love, and then all of a sudden now, another woman walks by, and it's like, what?
She swapped that Justin Timberlake for a JC.
Yeah, she did the same thing. Yeah, like I can't.
But it's Pepe. I mean, who wouldn't want Pepe over TJ?
No offense, TJ, but like, Pepe be fine. Okay, so while all of this is going down, right? It was after the Stand on Business episode, right?
Yeah.
You can hear, and thank God for the TikTok universe, because Olandria is doing a confessional, and you hear it happening in the background.
I couldn't hear it.
I heard it the second I saw that video. I couldn't believe it.
I couldn't
make out her words, but you can hear her screaming.
Yeah.
So Sierra, we knew she was a mean girl. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
looks like
totally done with her. I'm no.
Yeah.
I'm not having it. But of course, the TikTok universe, someone was holding on to that information.
You know what? Social media is crazy.
Yes, and I feel like they dropped that mic when they wanted to.
Yeah.
Hey, and it happened at this point, and she had a racial slur. Now she's kicked out of the game. And good on Love Island and their producers to get rid of somebody immediately.
Well, they had to because
You
they
know
got
what I
rid of
mean?
Julissa.
Right. So I'm very, very happy about that. But to get rid of her, like, bye.
That late in the game too is crazy.
That late. And they just closed off her and Nick. Like, they were at their highest point, and then boom.
She thought she was winning for sure.
She really thought she was going to win. Yep.
With an agenda. Did you know she was like obsessed with Love Island?
Yep.
Like did her research. She knew Love Island cast members from the past. She had a Love Island birthday party. She's been obsessed with the show forever and
She
thought
went
she
to
had
Big Brother.
She seems very PR trained. She comes in. She knows the formula.
Yep.
All these shows have a formula.
Yep.
She knew the formula.
And I'm telling you, she played those women like puppets, dude, to get them on her side.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Regina.
to have that taken away, she crashed out. It wasn't just Huda crashing out on the island.
Yeah, everyone wants to paint Huda as the bad guy, and it was not her.
So
it
she
was
left.
not. Bye.
See you never.
Never.
And
Absolutely.
then Taylor and Clark.
Taylor and Clark. I mean, again, Clark did nothing for me.
She seemed sweet.
Right.
She seemed nice.
Right.
I think Taylor just genuinely seemed into her too.
Yeah.
Like for a second, I was like, you know what? They may be the only couple that are actually like into each other because he was acting like he was jonesing.
Yeah, and he was completely different. Like, I know Olandria moves a little slower physically. Fine with that.
Yeah.
Totally okay. But if Clark's going for it, he was accepting of it.
He never.
And-
he gave Elandria crumbs though. Is the thing. The level of delusion from Elandria.
Total delusion.
I was like, girl, stand up the
Wake
whole time.
up.
He don't want you. And
Yep.
he basically kept telling her that he didn't want her, and she was so delusional and just didn't want to listen.
Yeah. Nope.
And then after he gets with Clark and you see how lovey-dovey he is with Clark, you still are going to embarrass yourself,
Right,
and try to get in between and go for him when he has denied you so many times.
so many times. And you had a man there for you.
I was rooting for her.
What was his name? Jaden? Jaylin with an L.
Oh yeah, Jalen.
He took the L.
Jalen from the
Yep.
from the ATL.
You had a man. You had your Southern guy. Like, you had it.
Yeah, I don't know why she was so hung
I don't
up
know
on
why you were
Taylor.
so hung up on Taylor. Like, I'm not understanding that.
Like the kisses he would give her, he'd be like, mwah.
It was, I felt so uncomfortable. When you get that secondhand embarrassment, that's when it's bad.
It was like a 4-year-old kissing
Yeah.
her mom.
Cannot.
Like, girl, come on.
Yep.
She's like up here too. She's a beautiful girl.
She
She's
is.
like, she can do so much better.
Absolutely.
She's out of their league, but I don't know. All right, is that the episode? Is that the H2?
That is it. And now we're all caught up.
And we're all caught up.
Yep.
And Sunday is the finale, I think. But we're watching it tonight.
We're watching it tonight. Because summer is fun.
Space,
Not fun.
not fun. But we love Lindsay.
We do. Absolutely.
All right, thanks for tuning in to this episode of Kiki with the Real One. See you on the next one.
Stay real.